Escrow, taxes, insurance included in mortgages. Is it something you should do? You shouldn't do?
When it comes to escrowing, should you do it? Should you not do it? There's a lot of arrows that point to you should do it, but there's certain circumstances where you shouldn't, or it'd be better if you did it, or I wouldn't do it. So I'll start with the reasons why you should. So if you should escrow, I'm in a big favor for first-time home buyers or people that are used to escrowing. Let's say you're buying your second house, you're upsizing, downsizing, whatever, or you're buying an investment property, or a vacation home. You're relatively accustomed to escrowing. You should escrow because of an organizational component. You make sure that your taxes, your insurance get paid. If you were to not pay your insurance because maybe you forgot or you didn't have the funds available when the bill came due and you were not escrowing, then that's not great because there's a lapse of insurance. So therefore, maybe, God forbid, your house catches on fire and you don't have proper coverage. Now you owe your mortgage money, but with no security blanket to fall back on. If your taxes go unpaid, then there's tax liens that can happen where they can come and put a tax lien against the house and force tax sale. So now you're in the potential of being, homeless because you didn't pay your property taxes. So it's much more reliable to escrow because you have to make that payment every month, and that money builds up to make those payments when they come due. And in addition to that, for people that do escrow, you get a better interest rate than if you did not escrow. For organizational purposes, it's much easier to have the servicer make sure these payments are done. Some of the reasons not to escrow would be if you're accustomed to not escrowing. If you were to speak with my mom, she's never escrowed. She's always paid her bills on time. She'd rather manage the money herself and keep the funds in her own account rather than give it to the mortgage company to handle. So she prefers not to escrow, and she doesn't mind having a slightly higher rate because of that. She wants to know that what the bill is, when it's due, and that it got paid on time. She doesn't want to have to rely on anybody for that. Another thing is sometimes people have investment properties where they have multiple multi-families. Let's say you own 3 of them, there's 9 units. Sometimes they do, you can get an umbrella insurance policy that covers all 3 properties under one bill versus having 3 different policies. And if that's the case, it's nearly impossible to escrow because that would mean that you would have 3 different premiums going out for, you'd be paying the same premium 3 different times for 3 different mortgage payments. And therefore it becomes a nightmare and it's just impossible to escrow. People with significant equity in their house might have an opportunity to bypass the extra fee to not escrow, if that makes sense. People that have 60% equity, it really won't matter if you escrow or not as far as the interest rate is concerned, because you get a really great pricing to begin with.